Israel aggression in Gaza, advocates two-state solution during the Saudi summit. Monday, Okpebholo sworn in as Edo State Governor. Chaos unfolds after devastating explosion hits Jos. Airbus defends free trade amid growing tariff jitters. And in sports, Afcon qualifiers, Simon Chukwueze seeks orders among early birds in Abidjan. This is MLC TV Global News, reaching you live from the city of Lokoja, the confluent state of Nigeria. I am Gift Daniel. President Bola Tinubu on Monday in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia, called for an immediate end to Israeli aggression in Gaza. Tinubu, who spoke at the Arab Islamic Summit in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia, warned that the conflict in Palestine has persisted for far too long, inflicting immeasurable suffering. Addressing their extraordinary Arab Islamic summits, convened to address the current situation in the Middle East, President Tinubu expressed deep concern on the humanitarian conditions in Gaza. The one-day summit was a follow-up to the Riyadh summit last year and was attended by heads of state and governments of the Organization of Islamic Cooperation and the League of Arab States. Reiterating Nigerians' call for an immediate ceasefire in Gaza, President Tinubu affirmed the country's support for a two-state solution where both Israeli and Palestinians can coexist in security and dignity. Monday, Okpebholo has been inaugurated as the governor of Edo, marking an end to the tenure of Godwin Obaseki at the helm of affairs in the South-South state. The ceremony took place on Tuesday at the Samuel Okpebholo Stadium in Benin City, the state capital, 2 months after the All Progressives Congress (APC) clinched the ticket to the Dennis Osadebe house. Okpebholo took his oath of office alongside his running mate, Dennis Idahosa. Dennis Idahosa sworn in as Deputy Governor of Edo State. Kogi State Government has commenced the identification card registration for members of the Motorcycle Operators and Tricycle Owners Association of Nigeria. The State Commissioner of Transportation at Tuluku, Victor Levi, stated this when reacting to journalists on managing the security of people and riders within the state. Levi told a correspondent that the overriding importance of the exercise is to get an accurate number of members of the union and possibly checkmate infiltration by criminal elements. The commissioner explained that the data capturing will enable the government to provide welfare packages and develop a comprehensive information base. Levi therefore advised all the union members to come forth for the registration exercise, saying that only Motorcycle Operators Union and Tricycle Owners Association members are recognized by the government. According to the commissioner, it is only the recognized unions officials that are authorized, while others not known by the government will be penalized by law. Successful members will be provided with the identity cards with immediate effect, warning that it's a punishable offense without an identification number while riding in the 21 local government areas. A powerful explosion rocked the city of Jos on Tuesday morning, causing widespread panic and chaos, particularly near the crowded Tanimos market area. The blast, which occurred around 10:30 a.m., sent shockwaves through the city, leaving both residents and visitors in a state of shock. Eyewitnesses have shared harrowing accounts of the moment the explosion occurred, with many describing scenes of destruction and confusion. Gian Buba, a clothes vendor at the market who was nearby when the explosion occurred, recalled the terrifying experience. I heard a loud bang and immediately I saw people running and screaming in all directions. It was so frightening, Buba said, describing the chaos that followed the blast. According to initial reports, several people were injured, although the number of casualties is still unconfirmed. Sources have also speculated that there could be fatalities, but authorities have yet to release official figures. Emergency responders, including police officers, fire crews and ambulances, were quickly dispatched to the scene to assist the victims and control the situation. However, the full extent of the damage and the number of those affected remain unclear as emergency teams continue their work. The attention of the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission, EFCC, has been drawn to a viral video where the nation's currency naira was freely sprayed at a wedding ceremony in Kano State on Friday, October 24, 2024. Allegations of the abuse of the naira were imputed to Mrs. Fauzia Danjuma-Goje, daughter of Senator Danjuma-Goje, by Nigerians from all walks of life, including an editorial by a leading and respected national newspaper. As a responsible and accountable anti-corruption agency campaigning against currency mutilation and dollarization of the economy, the EFCC swung into actions by analyzing the video, and findings show that the alleged naira abuse actually happened, but not at the wedding of Goje's daughter, but at the wedding dinner of Amina Babagan Zana, held on the aforementioned dates. Zana is the daughter of Hajara Seyiju Haruna, aka Hafsat Gold Nigeria, who is the Chief Executive Officer of Hafsat Jewelry Enterprise, with offices in Abuja, Kano, and Dubai, United Arab Emirates. Hailed from Niger Republic, and those that allegedly sprayed naira notes and dollar bills were from the groom's family in Niger Republic. The commission has invited the Nigerian groom, Muhammad, to report at its national headquarters in Abuja with everyone that sprayed naira notes at his wedding with Zana. While the EFCC appreciates the consciousness its campaigns against naira abuse is building across the country, it will not move against anyone wrongly accused of an alleged crime. The Commission remains steadfast in this crusade and would spare no offender, no matter how highly placed. Haruna confirmed the viral video. She admitted that the alleged naira abuse took place at the wedding dinner of her daughter on October 24, 2024. The bridegroom Ibrahim Muhammad hails. We go on a short break. We'll be right back.
MLC TV Online is here. For your timely and reliable news that reaches you fast with the breaking news, choose MLC TV. Get human interest stories right here on MLC TV with entertainment, sports, business, culture, tourism, and fashion news stories all featured on MLC TV. Not forgetting political and current affairs news, state and federal government and people's matters will be discussed regularly on MLC TV. MLC TV, your one-stop online destination for unbiased, accurate news, entrepreneur ideas, and youth matters to the rest of the world. MLC TV, reaching everywhere, informing everyone.
Welcome back. Now on foreign news. European playmaker Airbus opens new tab defended free trade on Tuesday as the aerospace industry faces a growing cluster of economic tensions. The CEO of the playmaker's China operations said Airbus was very much pro-free trade, and its presence there was a showcase of good cooperation between Beijing and Europe. Trade ties between the European Union and China have been marred by a dispute over electric vehicles, while Airbus also faces a potential new transatlantic rift after Donald Trump won US elections with a pledge to impose widespread tariffs. Asked whether Airbus was worried about the possibilities of tariffs arising from intensifying trade tensions between China and Europe, Airbus China CEO George Zhu said the European group saw free trade as vital for global prosperity. We are looking forward to seeing if there is some progress in these discussions, he said, referring to ongoing talks between Beijing and Brussels over a European Union move to slap tariffs on Chinese-made electric vehicles. According to him, they are not afraid of competition and they want to focus their resources to develop the China market and develop partnerships with Chinese partners. Airbus has overtaken Boeing, opens new tab as a supplier to Chinese airlines during a trade rift between Washington and Beijing that began during Donald Trump's first term. The two plane giants were embroiled in an 18-month trade war over aircraft subsidies between the EU and the US, involving mutual tariffs that spilled over to other sectors such as food and luxury goods before a 5-year truce was declared in 2021. Saudi Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman has condemned Israel's actions in Gaza as genocide. In some of the harshest public criticism of the country by a Saudi official since the start of the war. Speaking at a summit of Muslim and Arab leaders, the prince also criticized Israeli attacks on Lebanon and Iran. Israel has vehemently denied that its forces are committing genocide against Palestinians in Gaza. In a sign of improving ties between rival Riyadh and Tehran, Prince Mohammed also warned Israel against launching attacks on Iranian soil. Saudi's de facto leader was joined by other leaders present in calling for a total Israeli withdrawal from the West Bank and Gaza. Meanwhile, Saudi Arabia's foreign minister said it was failing of the international community that the war in Gaza had not been stopped. Accusing Israel of causing starvation in the territory, Prince Faisal bin Farhan Al Saud said, "Where the international community primarily has failed is ending the immediate conflict and putting an end to Israel's aggression." The war in Gaza was triggered by Hamas' 7th October 2023 attack, which saw hundreds of gunmen enter southern Israel. About 102 people were killed and 251 others taken hostage. Israel retaliated by launching a military campaign to destroy Hamas, during which more than 43,400 people have been killed in Gaza, according to the Hamas-run health ministry. A report by the UN's Human Rights Office found that close to 70% of verified victims over a 6-month period in Gaza were women and children. Leaders at the summit also condemned what they described as Israel's continuous attacks against UN staff and facilities in Gaza. Next is sports updates. Preparation for their 2025 African Cup of Nations. Moses Simon and Samuel Chukwueze were among the early birds to the Super Eagles camp on Monday in Côte d'Ivoire. Ahead of preparation for their 2025 African Cup of Nations qualifier against Benin Republic, 6 other players, Amos Obasogie, Raphael Oyedika, Frank Onyeka, Bruno Yemechi, Gabriel Shaw, and Fisayo Dele Bashiru also arrived in Abidjan on Monday. The Super Eagles media officer who confirmed the report said no fewer than 8 players has arrived, adding that some others were still being expected on Tuesday. Captain William Ekong, Ademola Lookman, Simon, Reigning Africans Player of the Year Victor Osimhen, and 19 other players were invited for the qualifier. Entertainment desk. Nigerian singer Jaywon has apologized to his colleague Ayra Starr after he was accused of mocking her over being snubbed by the Grammys. According to reports, nominees for the 67th Grammys were recently announced and Ayra Starr failed to get a nod despite her remarkable run this year. Shortly after the announcements, Jaywon, who has been involved in an online beef with Ayra Starr, shared a photo of himself posing with 2 Grammy Awards, which many believed was a shade at Starr. Following the backlash, Jaywon has now apologized for his actions. He said he believes that Ayra Starr is one of the best female African vocalists. He explained that he doesn't pull people down but elevates them for future purposes. If you see Ayra Starr, tell her I'm sorry she wasn't nominated for this year's Grammys. I'm a huge fan of her music and I believe she's one of the best female vocalists Africa has. On this side, we don't pull people down, we elevate, not just for today but for the future. Ola Inukon, the singer, wrote. Jaywon is a voting member of the Recording Academy, the organizers of the Grammys. And this is where we wrap it up. For more information or contributions and advert placements, please call the numbers displayed on your screen. Join us daily to watch our news and other exciting programs that will brighten your day. Also subscribe to all our social media handles to watch our previous and subsequent programs. We are Malachite TV, reaching everywhere, informing everyone. Please be your brothers and sisters keeper to build a happier and better society together. I am Gift Daniel. Thank you for watching. See you tomorrow.